But he didn't stay away for long. He's back out, Jose, and he's milking the glory with his players. And whatever Richard Dunn and Brian Kerr in studio say about him, those players have a different view. They're loving their gaffer. Rui Patricio, what a hero he was for them. A few brilliant saves, big hugs for the boss, who has really won the hearts of the Roma faithful and the players. Look at that, lads. What are you talking about? They're loving it.
You can see
Happy
that
as
because
Larry.
the job they done was exactly to the T of what Mourinho would have asked. So there's no doubt in that the players, they absolutely love him. And if you go to a manager who's going to get you trophies, there's for sure. But for us watching it, it's not an easy one.
Do you come back to that point you made before the game, Richard, that, you know, without generalising, that there is maybe more of an acceptance in Italy for, shall we say, pragmatic football, and that maybe this is a home for him now, or this is his rightful place in football these days?
There's a skill in defending, and too often it's overlooked. To actually put your body on the line and make blocks and be in the right position is a skill which is going out of the game. So in Italian football, they appreciate it and they like it, and they're going back to 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. That's what they've grown up on. So there is an acceptance for it in Italy, but I think the modern game is calling for more free-flowing football. Everybody, League of Ireland, all the way down to under 5 football in Ireland, you're teaching kids how to play from the back and build up, and the goalkeeper must be great with his feet to control and pass, and different types of movements and patterns all over the pitch. They just lumped it as far as they possibly could at times, and even they had time on the ball.
I think, Richard, Tommy, I think it's worth saying that we've watched the Champions League closely over the last number of years, and the Europa League, and now this year this competition. The Italian teams haven't featured. Juventus haven't done anything in the Champions League in the last few years since they were beaten 4-1 with Real Madrid a few years ago in the final. And Milan, we saw them getting knocked out by Manchester United last year tamely. In the Europa League, in the second level of competition, they won the league this year. Inter haven't featured either. So Italian football, relative to where English football is, for instance, and maybe even the German league, is well behind at the moment. And that tonight, that they finished 6th in the league and they won the competition, would indicate maybe why, and why players wouldn't be attracted to play in the Italian league or play for Roma. I'd have to say Tammy Abrams delighted with himself, and he's won a medal. Did he not win the Champions League medal with Chelsea last year?
He
didn't play, but he won the Champions League medal. He's playing.
He didn't make the team in the Cup
but he's playing in the Tour division now, and he's delighted with himself. 26, and he won. Like this, I consider the Tour division of European football, and he had to go the whole season. What sort of service did he get as a player tonight?
But he scored 27 goals in all competitions.
He did, yeah. But what did he get as a service tonight in the game as a centre forward? He got balls built up from Patricio. Just continued, built it up in the general direction. Patricio kicked it, or the centre back kicked it, and God guided it. And see if you can get your head on it, Tommy. It was awful stuff. But look, they won it, and you know the first ever trophy that Roma have won in the UEFA final. I don't know. I think Jerry was talking about the Fairs Cup or something early on. It must have been regionalised at that time.
But the Fairs, the Intercity Fairs Cup wasn't a UEFA competition. It was the fairs of around Europe. You know, it was kind of
I remember teams playing in it, and I remember
they beat Birmingham
in the final. But look, they've won a competition. Mourinho has made it out to be a major victory, and a major victory for himself again. I wouldn't consider it as a major victory for Roma with such a huge fan base. You know, and paying massive wages to players, and buying players. If they bought Abram for 40 million and they played kick and rush football tonight to win it, at least Feyenoord tried to play a bit of ball and knock it about and get on it. I'm trying to think, did Roma at any stage in the matches put six successive passes together? We've been watching beautiful football this year in the Champions League. PSG, wherever it was, Manchester City, the finals as at the weekend, Liverpool, English teams playing great football, Chelsea, and we've watched it in the Premier League all year as well. You watch that tonight, and watch, you know, a team from one of the top leagues in Europe. It was completely the opposite of what we've been watching in the Champions League this year in terms of style of play, technical ability, intention of how about going about winning the game. And what we've enjoyed the risk taking and the courage of the great sides in the Champions League this year. I enjoyed that game tonight, I have to say.
The ultimate goal, I think, for Roma has to be to go and compete at the Champions League level, because they'll believe they're
They won't be playing there, Richard. They'll be playing in the Europa.
No, well, they go Europa League next season, so maybe that's progression then.
But I mean, they're not going to win the Europa League playing like that. There's better teams than them in the Europa League, and I just think Italian football, they're not qualified for 2 World Cups. Yes, they won the Euros in between that, but there needs to be better style of football. You can't come out onto
like Emery. Think of Emery.
To be fair, they finished
Emery
6th in the Serie A. They're by no means.
They're 22 points behind.
They're by no means the flagship team in Italy.
No, they were 10 points off Juventus and finished 4th.
Hold the thought, lads. I think you can say they've been damned with faint praise in studio by Brian and Richard. But let's get over for the trophy presentation, which is well underway.